dum. Welcome to the Grains and Grace podcast, home of the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl champs.
You feeling pretty good, John?
What's that?
You feeling pretty good about things?
Feeling pretty good about things, man.
I'm not going to complain one bit, man. If people start complaining about us all the time and there's controversy about it, that means you're at the top and you can't help it. It's a good sign.
Yeah, I feel really sorry for people in Philadelphia right now.
I mean, the police did grease all the telephone poles and light poles for no reason.
Who does that? Who like trashes their own city? Like, what kind of people are they?
It's, I always wonder, but you hear about that stuff happening after all kinds of championship games. Maybe we just haven't won enough championships as an entire city for us to go full riot mode. But yeah, after the Royals and the Chiefs, all their wins, no cars have been flipped over, no storefronts.
You know what that made me think of? It made me think of a Bible verse, a Proverbs. Yeah, I'm gonna, let me see if I can find it. I think it was Proverbs. Gosh, what was it? Oh man, it had to do with being a vandal or being a destroyer of things. Terrible. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It's like, really, you guys, come on. This says, oh man, um,
While you're looking it up, I'll say to all of our future fans in Philadelphia, you individually are great. We are talking about a culture as a whole that seems to permeate, not you.
he's being politically correct, but I still have my Chiefs football fandom on. It says in Proverbs 18:9, one who is slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. Philadelphia, what are you doing? You're destroying your city.
We saved them from themselves by beating them in the Super Bowl. That way they didn't destroy it. It was us doing them a favor.
Anyway, we won the Super Bowl, my homies. Patrick, if you ever catch this podcast and you want to be on with us, man, we'll let you advertise for Coors Light. That's fine.
Yeah, well, we can drink Coors Light together in the podcast.
Yeah. There's no way he's coming on the show.
See, this is a good point. We need to start engaging our audience this way. You don't get anything if you don't ask. So, hey, if you're watching right now and you know someone famous, get him in touch with us.
Get him here.
Some D-list celebrities. Yeah, if someone was in a toothpaste commercial in 1990, we would love to have them on this podcast. Whatever you can give us.
Well, with that, hey, welcome to the Greens and Grace podcast. I'm John.
Hey, I'm Ryan. We forgot to introduce ourselves, didn't we?
Yeah. So I think we're on our we've been on a Minnesota adventure
of
beers.
Don't
what
you
are we
know?
Drinking today?
We are drinking. I think it's the last one, so we should. We didn't actually plan it, but do you have a fire brick? Yeah,
a fire brick.
Here, you talk and show it to them.
Vienna style lager. This is by the same company, Schell's Brewing Company, and so this is the last of our Schell's beer. And I think we're 2 for 3. I as weeks go on, that first one we did, that Scotch one, I think more and more the more time I get away from it, I'm like, man, I really don't think I like it.
Nope, it's losing a star every single week that we do a new podcast.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. But the last two, I think my favorite was that Fresh Prince.
Without a doubt,
freaking good, man.
Now,
this is a Vienna style lager, so.
What makes a lager Vienna style? What defines Vienna?
Well, I would guess that different, like you have in different cities, you'd have beers in certain ways they would do their brewing and things in Europe. So I would guess that it's a brewing style of the lager, or the way people in Wien, as you would say it in German, Wien, Österreich. Austria, Vienna, Austria. I know. Pretty good.
With all my German heritage, I never took German. So aside from singing O Tannenbaum at Christmas time, I haven't got a clue. Je
That's his
parle
food.
français. But I think it's safe to say that our opinion of this beer is going to define our opinion of this brewery in its
Right,
entirety, and maybe
right.
our opinion of Minnesota as a whole.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight
Yeah,
that's
this is a
happening with this
pretty.
beer. This beer. And again, my only knock, they did it again. And I don't, maybe I've just never noticed it before, but the way you've got your tab
Oh
here,
yeah.
and I want it to be like this, like the tab here where the picture is, so that I want to look at the picture as I'm drinking. You know what I mean?
See, I'm the opposite. I want the world to see what I'm drinking as a like status symbol. So I want it outward. So I'm like, hey, I'm like Cindy
Yeah.
Crawford in that
Oh,
Pepsi
I see what you're
commercial.
saying. But they don't even have that. I don't know where yours is at, but look, the picture's on the right side here.
Uh-huh.
Guess where my hand's gonna be? I'm
Right over
totally
top
covering
it.
the label. You can't even see it. I can't see it. All people see are words.
You know
Come
what in the
on.
future will fix this problem? If we ever get our grains and grace koozies out there for the public, they won't have to worry about which way their label is facing. They'll just slap ours and turn it whatever way they want to at all times.
Yes, I love it. By the way, for all you Grains and Grace fans, we are going to be starting a store, and you will be able to buy T-shirts, koozies, stickers, awesome stuff, and hopefully you enjoy that. So cool. You ready
Of
to try
course
this?
they will. Are you ready to crack the can?
I'm ready. This is it, Minnesota. Right now, you're 2 for 3. If this is no good, you're going to be tied. You're a 50%. Then you'd be a 50% beer maker.
You're giving math to Minnesotans?
Weird. So, and you wanted me to be nice to the Philadelphians, and you're look how you speak of the Minnesotans today.
All right, let's do this.
Very, very nice. I like it.
Yeah. You know what? I think this brewery reminds me of
What's that?
the KC Beer Company. They stick with basic, not in,
No.
don't even shake your head. I'm trying to make a point here, John. I think they just stick to good classic beer recipes and don't get too fancy with it. I think they know what they like to brew and they stick with it.
I would agree with that. I mean, obviously we have like Boulevard Beer Company, and they make everything in the world, but I still love Boulevard.
Yeah.
But I agree that they're sticking with classic stuff. I like that. I don't know, man. KC Beer Company, that's kind of a number one for me. I don't know that
I was
there's a
talking
lot of.
about business model, not quality or enjoyment of the
Okay,
beer. Yes.
my
Yeah. They aren't trying to like come out with anything crazy. They're sticking with the basics. They got a limited number of options and that's it.
yeah, yeah, and it's good. I like it. I think the only knock I would say on it, um, it's almost not hoppy enough.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a lager, so I understand it's not really supposed to be that hoppy. But I think I could have. I think I could have just. I don't know. I wanted a little more hops in it.
Yeah. Little maltier than
Yeah, yeah, but
mm-hmm.
it's good. I like it. I do like it. I give this one 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Oh, do we need to have a rating system? How have we not thought about this?
Well, we've kind of done a um, we compare it to a guy coming into a party.
Oh, okay.
So this one would just be um, guy comes to the party. Everybody kind of knows him already. He's been around the group for a while. He comes in, he says a few jokes. He's probably going to leave early because he's got other places to be.
He's kind of boring. He works the 9 to 5 the next day and
Yeah, and you're not offended by him. He's a nice guy. You
yeah.
like him. Everybody likes him. They always invite him to the party. That's
Oh
the stuff.
gosh. The last beer I defined as you, John, this beer might be me. Just like I come to the party, I talk about insurance for a
Yeah,
little while. I talk about
yeah,
some really interesting stories about policy, and then I'm like, well, I got to go to bed and get home.
I gotta go.
They're like, well, he was nice enough.
Well, he was a nice guy. I really liked him. Yeah. Yeah. But he carried on some nice conversation.
And then what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. And then they all get back to their lives afterwards.
Yes. Yeah. That's this one. But yeah, like it. All right. So we're giving a shout out to Shells. You did good. 3 out of 4 of the beers we tried. We love it. Hey, for all you listening, if you have any ideas of beers you want to try, uh, let us know, especially if it's a company that has several different choices. We can kind of do, just like we did here with this one. We tried 4 of their beers. We liked 3 of them. I definitely recommend the company. I would stay away from their Scotch ale.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to we've also got some ideas for some new beers that we want to try out. I still want to do this, trying out this ALDI, try out the beers of ALDI. I think that'd be fun.
Absolutely. Well, next round, we'll start with that one. I think we both agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
Aldi, our local, somewhat discount food store. I don't know how else to define it, but they've got some limited beer options. We're going to see what kind of good beer you can get on a budget.
They're a German company. Did you know that?
It sounds kind of German.
Yeah, it's a German company, and you can buy a lot of German food products in there, and it's really good. I think their brand that they use is Deutsch, yeah, Deutsch Koch, and which means German kitchen or German cuisine. And very good food, very good food. We always get the sauerkraut, and bought some red cabbage today as well.
Ah, nice. See, I always forget to bring a quarter. Aldi's one of those places you have to put a quarter in to get the card out. And I'm always like a homeless man in the parking lot before shopping at Aldi, like just begging people for change just so I can get a card out to start my trip.
Hey, brother, you got a quarter, man?
Can you spare a quarter, sir?
All right. Well, with that said, grains and grace.
Bye.